When you're trying to make a change, focusing on the things that you're trying to create rather than trying to stop the things that you don't want is more effective. I'll tell you the story my friend told me as an example. He worked with this guy and he really just didn't like this guy and he was really mean to him and he felt bad about it, but it was like instinctual, knee-jerk reaction kind of rudeness. And he was focusing on, okay, tomorrow I'm going to be nice to him. I'm going to be nice to him. And then in the morning, he's like, I'm going to be nice to this guy. And the dude comes up for first thing in the day. And the first thing he says to him is, I don't like you. That was the first thing out of his mouth. And this was because he was focusing on what he didn't want to do. It probably would have been a lot more impactful to try and think about the things that he liked about for the guy. There's a little bit to do with the psychology of it, right? When somebody tells you not to think about a pink elephant, what's the first thing that you think about? So our minds subconsciously don't exactly recognize terms not or don't or, the negative terms. I'll give you another example. This dude was coming across this store and on the sign it said, don't forget the ice. So he went in and he said, hey, how's business? They said, not great. He said, hey, can I try something? So he changed the sign from don't forget the ice to remember the ice. And this worked. The shop was really grateful for what he had done, and he explained the psychology of it is our subconscious minds don't exactly clock the don't part. So what the subconscious mind kind of sees is the forget the ice, rather than when he changed it was remember the ice. So it switched a different part in the subconscious underlying undercurrent thought process. The same is true with hypnosis. One of the main things that they talk about is when you're trying to create a change or program something, if you're trying to quit smoking or something, you want to program something in positively. Like you're not going to say, I'm going to stop smoking, because the stopping part is kind of the negation in that sentence. And I've heard this advice given in like diet. So instead of like trying to focus on taking out the bad things, if you focus on adding in more good things, that can create a more sustainable long-term success. So if you're trying to create a change, focus on the change and the thing that you want to create.